Hey you guys, I just had a little video I just pulled up on my TikTok channel, and I was just talking about, when I was young, I wanted to, just want to be a part of, man. And I guess all my life people have been pushing me away. You know what I mean? It says, you're no good, you're a piece of shit, don't come around no more. We don't want nothing to do with you. Try to go get a job. Oh, you're too qualified, or we get somebody younger, whatever. So I'm more older today, you know what I mean? And I know what I am and what I like to do. And if I'm on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram or any other platform, and I will try to make it like everybody else, Murphy Diesel, Murphy Towing, you know what I mean? I'm an entrepreneur, and I have a great contest. I love to talk to different people, out to big crowds. I'm not shy, and I just put it out there, and a lot of people don't go to sleep. They just kind of listen to me, and that's kind of cool. But today I understand by all these other channels, and it doesn't matter what I put. I could put my ass out there trying to sell it, or I try to sell my Christmas tree, or just put different contents out there, right? Just to see what type of people or want to follow me and grow on my channel and get maybe like 1 million followers and stuff. That'd be awesome. But you know what? I want to grow, and I notice everything's holding me back. TikTok's holding me back. Facebook, sorry. Instagram, YouTube. Some of my channels get 1.4, 1 point K, 1 point this, 1 point that, 2 point this. I even got 5 point K on one of my videos on my YouTube. But you know what I mean? It's not enough. It's not enough for these platforms to make me grow. A lot of other channels, I get 500, 200, 100. TikTok, I get 26 people, 28 people, 28 people, 300, 400 people watching my videos. And I got over 3,000 followers. On my last TikTok a couple of years ago, I had over 10,000 followers. And I was growing big time on that one. But TikTok didn't like me. Because I guess, I was part of, the Donald Trump side. I'm here for the Americans, and I'm here for the American dream. And that's what I was trying to do all my life, to have that American dream, to be somebody, to grow, and to get a perfect wife, to want to do what we want to do. To grow and go rock climbing and go, camping and fishing and start a business and do great entrepreneur and do it out of a team. But all the people I know when I was growing up in the late 80s, when I see people a little older than I was in the 70s, in the 70s, in the 80s, back in the day, entrepreneurs, and I can't say entrepreneurs, the younger crowd when I was growing up, when I was 13, 12, 11 years old, looking at all the young kids back then, the old Gen X. And there were better looking kids back in the old days than they are today. The black people had the afros. The white men out there had really short, skimpy cutoffs like Daisy Dukes. And the girls were bell bottoms, you know what I mean? Bell bottoms and tight pockets in the back, and they look really good. The young people back in the old days look really hot and really good. But today you look around, they don't look good. They all look different, and everybody have, he, she, he, that, what, that. It seems like these kids today don't have no clue what's going on, back in the old days today. As soon as they made this damn phone, what we're on today, right now, me speaking with you guys on the internet type smartphones we have today, that's all they know. They don't know about the dial phones. They don't know about, when the street light comes on, you have to come home. They don't know about, when you get in trouble at school or you get in trouble somewhere else, your mom says go pick a switch off the tree or grab the belt or the coffee pot belt or something to get your ass whooped. Back in the day when I was growing up, if I was in school and you get in trouble, you go to the principal office and they can swat you on the ass. But today, these kids don't get swatted at all. You know what I mean? And their genders, I just can't figure that one out. Their genders is it's outrageous what they are today. You know what I mean? The kids, when I was growing up back then, we're all good looking, we're all the same, we're all just the same thing together. And it was cool. You know, it was cool, man. You can go on the next door neighbors and knock on the door. Hey, could Jesse play? Could Tommy play? Could Jeffrey play? You know, today's not like that. Back in the old days, we used to mow lawns and make money and have the newspaper on our bicycles and stuff, you know what I mean? And or watch the neighbor's car or do something, you know. Today it's not like that. You know, today it's all about them. You know what I mean? I don't know who them are, but you know what? I try to keep the American value. You know, my daughter's 30 years old. She's growing up. She lives in Maine and she's doing her own thing. And she, you know, she's not like, you know, she's only 30, you know, okay? But she's not doing drugs. She don't even drink. She's doing really good. Finished her college and she's doing what she needs to do today to be somebody in life. But you know, I'm just tired because I am trying to make it. I want to, you know, what I really want, what I can't make it because I'm too damn poor to get it and don't have no credit and don't have nothing because of my divorce, is I want a Ram Dually 450 or 350 where I can do some hot shot work. So hot shots like trucking, you put a big old 40-foot trailer on it, I'll put a bunch of stuff on it, and I'll start traveling across these 48 states to deliver goods. So it's hot shot delivering goods. So if it's boxes or a truck or tractors, whatever I have to do that. All I want to do is have my own business and make my own American money and just be happy what I have. Okay, I don't have very much, you know, but I do have nothing. And I just don't understand about all these Gen X. I try to go to college and I see what the college kids are today at Hancock College, if you know what a Hancock College is. Hancock. But, you know, I go there and I look around and I'm thinking, well, maybe cool, I'll go back to college. You know, I've never been to college. You know, I've only been to like 10th grade, 11th grade in high school, you know, and I guess I kind of finished high school, but after that I never went to school. But I didn't learn how to read and write until I was like, I don't know, my late 40s, maybe 50s. No, I'm 50 now. So it's 2012. So it's 2025 now. 2012, I learned how to read and write enough just to get my Class A commercial license, just to be somebody in life because my parents was alcoholics and, you know, I didn't go to school very much because I had to watch my mom getting beat up all the time from my dad. My dad was a big, huge man with big old hands. You know, my mom was only 5'4". You know what I mean? She had five boys, and you know, we always had to stay home to keep an eye on her. But you know, and they've been married for 52 years. But the last, you know, 20 years we kind of separate them. So you know, they might live next door, but they never did fight after that. You know, because we kind of put a stop to it. But all my life, I didn't have a chance to be anybody in life. You know what I mean? You know, they gave me, I guess, pills back when I was younger called Ritalin, something like that, to calm the ass down back in school. I took it for a little while, but I didn't like it. I started flushing down the toilet because I knew I was okay in the head and there's nothing wrong with me because they're trying to put something, hey, you know, your kid's too hyper, you know, too much activity. So, you know, I quit that, man, and I'm an Aries, March 21st, baby. You know, right on the crust, man. I'm a Ram, like I want a Ram truck, a new one of 2025. So, you know, so I can start my own business. But you know, I knew I was a Ram, and I knew I had God in my life when I was a little kid because that's all I had. My dad never said he loved me at all. Never, not one before he even passed away about 8 years ago. He never told me he loved me. Only time he loved me when he put his hands on me. But my mom said she's always loved me and stuff. You know, I had a very close thing with my mom. And she was the backbone of my family. I really love her today. But, you know, I never had that love at all. So, you know, when I left my house when I was 16 years old and went to Hollywood and started hitchhiking to Hollywood, you know, I was looking for a family. I was looking for that companionship with that family when I was like, you know, walking down the street around Christmas time, looking at people's homes and shit in Beverly Hills and North Hollywood and just sitting around their tables having dinner and the Christmas tree in the window, and I was walking by in the streets homeless thinking, wow, I wish that was my family, and that kind of hurt me back in the day. You're going down the street, walking down in Hollywood, and you see this Porsche or you see these hot, nice cars, and you're like, and it's like, man, I wish I had that car. But today, when I'm older today, I don't wish for none of that. Because I had God in my life all this since I was little, and I put my life and my soul in the Word of God and follow Him because He's my Father. Jesus is my Father, and my dad at home is my dad. I don't call nobody else Father except for the guy upstairs. But if it wasn't for Him, I wouldn't be where I'm at today talking to you guys on this platform. But, so I went to Hollywood young, and I was looking for a family like, Home Alone. And Home Alone is one of my favorite movies out there. It's my favorite movies is Home Alone. But, and I didn't have no love at all. And, I found Alcoholics Anonymous, AA meetings. I don't know if you know what that is, but AA meetings, alcoholics meetings and shit for alcoholics. No, I wasn't an alcoholic, but boy, I know where those shit came from, like my parents. And I know how to drink like the best of them. My favorite place is the toilet in the bathroom. When I'm drunk, I'm just sitting down on the floor with my hands over the toilet, about to puke about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning until my head be okay and I go to bed. I know how to drink, but I don't drink today. I don't do drugs either. But back in the day, I know how to drink. So I went to AA, not because I was an alcoholic. I went to AA because I wanted a family. Family who would not say, hey, go away, don't come back. You know what I mean? So when I was at AA, they always invited me in, asked me for a cup of coffee and have a seat, you're welcome. That made me feel good, be a part of something in this world. So I went to AA for like 27 years of my life, almost 30. I get maybe 30 years of my life. And I'm 58 years old now today. I found AA when I was like 17. So I've been going to AA all these years. Do I go every day in basis like right now? No, I don't. But I know the toolbox of AA, and I know the big book of AA. I know a lot of love and a lot of people, good people in this world. But I went to AA because I was looking for that family. And and I AA, they tell you go find a God. Well, I don't know. I was looking for God. I already knew God, and I was always been with God and always prayed on the daily basis because without Him, I could not steer the damn car. God had to steer the car, not me. But it's kind of crazy where even today, I'm older today, and I'm a great entrepreneur, and I love doing things, but I don't have a chance in hell to go anywhere. You know what I mean? I got a cheap phone here, and I'm trying to do some cheap videos. I'm just trying to make it in life. Am I trying to make it in life on YouTube and TikTok and all them? No. I like I said, I'm an entrepreneur. I build houses, lay concrete. I'm a diesel mechanic, a car mechanic, and a Class A commercial driver. I think I did. I said I climb trees for a living. But I'm an entrepreneur. Electricity, framing, drywall. Man, I do work in the grocery stores, work in the 7-Elevens. I did so much in my life, but I never got nowhere. So in 2012, I got my commercial Class A license, and I drove that truck for many years. And back in the old days, when my father and my grandfather said, when I was driving truck, we made a good money out there. We made a great living. Well, when I got out there, I didn't make that much money. And by looking back all that time, working for somebody else so they could have a better Christmas, and I just had little bit of meat on that bone, it wasn't good enough for me. So all those years from 2012 to 2022, I kind of drive all those years until I kind of stopped. And now I let my license expired, and now at this moment right now, I have my paperwork over here on my right-hand side. I am trying to renew my Class A license. No, not renew. I got to do it all over again. I mean, I got to study, I got to read, I got like air brakes, combinations, and general knowledge. Those are the tests. I have to take the DMV and get my permit. I'm going to Hancock College to get my I went to school to get my Class A commercial driver license back because they have a program where I can enroll in school. They have the trucks and everything else. I'm trying to do that. So at this meeting while I'm talking to you, I'm trying to get my Class A license back so I can maybe, I don't know how I'm going to do it, to get that Dodge Ram 2025 F350 or not F 350 or 450 truck where I can do some hot shot delivering goods on the 48 states, and maybe I can grow, maybe I can buy a house, maybe I can just, be what the American is. But in the meantime, I don't have a job. I got a studio apartment. I show you, I'm paying $1,800 a month. I don't know how I'm doing this, you guys. I really don't know how I'm doing the $1,800 a month. I'm only paying half of that because I'm with the program. It's paying my rent, but I'm only paying like $400. They're paying the rest. Yes, I'm paying electricity, trash, and water. I haven't done that in about, go easy. I haven't done that since 2005. I haven't paid those bills. I got a divorce in 2004. So all these years, I never had a house. I never rent. I never did anything. I just was numb from what she did to me. I guess she left me for millions and millions of dollars of a will of her mom's and father. Never did like me. So I don't know if you were married and your father-in-law and mother-in-law just never did like you. They just never did like me. The best thing you give me is my granddaughter. You can go to hell. Man, come on. You know what I mean? And I'm an awesome person, but they never did like me, and they told my wife, if you don't leave Steve, we're going to give this to your stepbrother. And boy, she cut me after 17 years being with her, and we never fought, never argued, nothing. But she left me for that type of money, and that kind of messed my head up since 2004 to 2012 for 8 years. I just could not think right, and God had a different plan for me. I learned how to read and write in my small motorhome. No one ever taught me how to read and write except for myself. And I got my commercial Class A license. I would pat myself on the back. Once I got on my truck and started driving for the first 3 months, I had to pat myself on the back because I realized, Steve, you are a winner. Steve, you are a miracle. God had a plan, and he opened a bunch of doors for you, and you're going through them. And I did that, and I'm really happy. But my next step right now, I want to be my own business. I don't have the money, and I don't have the credit to go buy a truck. So I can go start my business and to start my life all over again, and just to be somebody in life with this miracle of United States, of USA, American dreams, and I'd like to have that. I want to thank you for you guys watching my videos. They probably won't blow up, probably never will, but if you're there and you are watching, just hit the heart button over there. If I'm on YouTube, just subscribe to my channel. If this is going on TikTok, just hit the heart button, follow me, leave a comment. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to me when you guys are getting out of your way to watch my videos and show me, hey, Steve, we got your back. Hey, Steve, we are listening to you. And, I'm in this brand new studio. I'm paying them only $400 a month right now. And every month it will go up. $450, then $5, then $550, then $6, then $650. I don't know how I want to do this shit. But this is the first time I got this place. And it's really nice here. I really like my studio. No, I'm not making enough money. I'm not working right now, but I am looking for a job. Anything. I don't care what it is. I'm in this big town I just moved into, and I'm looking for a job, and I'm underqualified, or I'm too old, or they just don't want to hire me. I don't know why, because they rather hire somebody else who's cheaper, younger, or whatever. I don't know. But I have to put myself through college again to get my license again, to have a chance to get through life one more time. And I watch a lot of your guys' videos because you guys already blew it up already, and Murphy Diesel, Murphy Towing, a lot of you guys out there, a lot of you women out there, I watch you guys' videos all the time, over and over and over and over, because it gives me more, it makes me feel better watching you guys, and so I can do what you guys are doing out there too. You guys give me a lot of good ideals to how to perform my videos, I can't say I do pretty good talking to, just onto a camera like this. But, I just want a little better in life. I didn't say easier because I don't like doing easy things. And I'm an Aries, a Ram. And you know how we are. When I work and when I go do something, I'm working 3 men underneath the table. What are you talking about? I'm talking about if you have a hard job, a lot of people just walk away from it. I just can't do it. Me, I'll take it and make sure it gets done. I love difficult things to do, and I love doing it. Once I start something, I finish it. I don't slow down. I don't back off. I just finish it. But once again, if you guys watching my videos, I don't have no merch yet, and maybe I'll get some merch later on in life. Maybe, I can start selling some merch in there. I would love to have YouTube or TikTok or somebody notice me and will maybe carry me, on their platform and be cool about this stuff. And, but right now, between the left and the right and the blue and the red and everything in between, it's all messed up. I think the left side on TikTok, the left side on YouTube, the left side on everything won't let the American people to grow. We just can't grow. And, when like last week, I watched Murphy Diesel, Murphy, tow truck out of Arizona. I watch him a lot, you know what I mean? Some person on YouTube told me he's like a $1 billion man. I'm like, huh? A what? A $1 billion man? He has a lot of money. But I look how young he is, and I was young at him like that too. I'm young from the neck down, just need a facelift from the neck up, okay? So I'm still young from the neck down. But, I look at that, and, and I hear his stories about his father and this and that, and, you know what I mean? And, that's a hardcore man. He really worked his ass off to get where he's at today. And so my hat's off to him, you know what I mean? And I would love to be just like that. I would love not to have a beard like that. His beard is like really long, man. But his wife likes his beard, and that's good. I mean, that's cool. But I'm gonna be scratching my face and shit. I am young if I just do this, get a facelift. But I watch him a lot. He goes out and in Arizona, out in the middle of nowhere, and pull people out of, getting stuck and not charge them, you know what I mean? And because maybe he's doing good, maybe he doesn't need it right now, maybe he's, whatever. But I watch him, what he's doing, and, that's some hard-ass work. I don't care what he does and his crew does on the freeways and taking, accidents on the freeways, working for, the highway patrol police officers out there, big tow company. He has a lot of crew, and they work really freaking hard. And so a man like that, my hat's off to him. But he does a lot of cool things. He gives away a lot of trucks and motor and fifth wheels and stuff like that, Murphy Diesel. And it's cool. I can't afford to buy maybe a T-shirt. I can, maybe a sweater, but anything else on this platform I can't buy because it's too much money. And I ain't the type of guy that's going to win nothing on anybody's platform. But, I really appreciate you guys watching and understanding and know where I'm coming from. And that's all I want to say. I've been pushed away all my life, man. And I'm just trying to make it right now. And I just want the best for me and my father, the guy upstairs, my God, and my friends and folks and family, man. I just want the best for all of us. I just want a chance in life to just start something and get there and finish it like a winner. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. It really means a lot to me. And have you watched this whole predestined, haven't been bored with me yet? I must be doing good. But I guess I got to come up with a platform, right? So, Steve Wonderby, I don't know. If you guys can tell me what a new name for me, I will listen. Can't call me Murphy Diesel because he already has one out there. Jackson of all trades, maybe, I'm not sure. Steve the Wannabe, I don't know. You guys come up with a name. Maybe I like. I'll look at my comments, and maybe I can pick that name and carry with me all through my platforms. And I really appreciate it. I lay concrete. I do cement. I do so much. I have done towing company too. Work for a towing company, cement companies. Man, I did so much, man. Anyways, I love you guys. Happy holidays. Thanksgiving's already over with, but Christmas is coming up, and I hope you guys get everything you guys want. And for one day, I just hope there's peace in this world. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Jesus Christ, for being my Lord. And thank you for Murphy Diesel and all the guys out there, all the women out there, me watching your guys' videos and being a part of your guys' videos. And so one of these days, maybe you guys can be a part of my videos. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace!